everybody, I'm here with Callie. I'm hoping she doesn't knock over the tripod. Of course, she's just wanting attention right now. And today I'm going to be talking about seeds. It's beginning of March here. It's thinking about getting the garden planted. Of course, it's still a little bit too early, but there are things that I can do besides getting it ready, such as start seeds. And that brings us to the topic of today's video, getting seeds. Now, if you've already grown a garden, you may already be doing things like saving seeds. That's great. You may have people that you want to swap seeds with. You've grown this variety, they've grown that variety. You both saved seeds and you want to try what they have and they want to try what you had. Swap seeds, or maybe even bought some and you just have too many. So you go ahead and you swap with whoever. Of course, sometimes people maybe even will give you seeds because it's like, yeah, you want a garden and I just have so many of this. You can have some. So, but for most of us, we end up going out and buying our seeds. Now, there are different ways that you can buy them. These are your big seed packets. There's a lot of seeds in there. Other seeds, get these for $1. There's not as many seeds in it. In fact, if I were to open this, this is for Roma tomato. No, this is not something for you to eat. And pour it in this little dish. I don't have a whole lot of seeds in there. I don't know if you can see this or not. But let's face it. For a lot of things that you're planting, like tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, you don't need the big packets of seeds that they sell. These are green beans. Yeah, you're going to want the bigger packets for green beans. I have green beans. I have yellow beans. I have lima beans. Big packets for that makes sense. But the big packets of tomato seeds, big packets of pepper seeds, big packets of zucchini, not that sort of thing, they're not really something that you need because you don't need to plant that many of them. They'll have, I've never counted them, but they have probably 100 or more seeds in them. And most people are not going to want to plant 100 tomatoes. It's just too many. I will be getting my tomatoes and other stuff started tomorrow. Another thing you want to take into consideration is, so this is Roma tomato. This is a sauce tomato. This is a good one to plant if you're planning to do things like making sauce, stewed tomatoes, your own salsa, things like that. This is a beefsteak tomato. This is great for slicing, cutting it up and putting it in salads. I don't have any of the cherry tomato seeds. I'm trying to find one that I like. But if you're just wanting them for eating, some beefsteak. If you're wanting them for canning, you want a paste, whether it's Roma, San Marzano, Amish paste, Jersey Devil, things like that are what you're going to want to go for. Another thing you want to think about with your tomatoes is the type of plant it is. Is it determinate or indeterminate? A determinate plant is smaller. They take up less room. They need less staking, though it is still good to stake them. They can only grow normally about 5-6 feet tall, whereas your indeterminate, they're more of a vine, and if you don't have them staked, they are all over the place. If you do have them staked, you can get a vine that's like 8-10 feet long. So that's something to take into consideration. Here I have peppers. This is a bell mix, different colors. Don't know what colors I'm going to get from that. This is a frying pepper. I have hot peppers. So what are you going to be wanting to do with your peppers? The hot peppers, I make my own salsa, and this I have a combination of serrano chili and jalapeno. For me, that's the mix that works best. Frying peppers are just like they say, for frying. I am going to try possibly this year, depending on what these are like, how they taste. I might try to can some of these up to use as pimento. I don't have any pimento peppers. I've never seen the seeds for them. And these are a bell mix. Lots of times these are smaller, but for me they're great. I don't need something real big that's just me, and I found that these even work good for me size-wise for making stuffed peppers. So you can buy your seeds at your normal stores like Walmart, Dollar General, Dollar Tree. You can buy not only vegetable seeds, but of course flower seeds. I've got petunia and snapdragon here. I've got cucumber here. And another thing you want to take in consideration if you're planning to save seeds is it a seed that you can save? Now this is an onion seed. This year I'm going to really be trying my hardest to grow onions. The place that I've been buying onion sets from for the past several of years has decided that they're just going to be doing tractor stuff. Selling parts, servicing tractors, selling tractors. So I'm not going to be able to buy my onion sets there, and I don't know of any place else around here that sells them. So I am going to be trying to grow my onions. This says that they are a hybrid, which means that if I were to save the seeds from this, I would not get the same type of onion next year. What I would get, I can't really say. If you're ordering seeds, you want to make sure that something is going to grow where you live. If you look at the back of your package, it has a little chart down here, what they call a grow zones, and it tells you when you can plant this stuff. Sometimes it'll even tell you when your last frost dates are, or about when. And if you're not sure, go online. There are places where you can type in your zip codes. They'll tell you what agricultural zone you're in. You could be in around here. It's zone 7A, 7B, I forget which. And that'll tell you what seeds, if you're looking at online especially, are going to be able to be grown in your grow zone. If something says hybrid, it's like I said, it's a hybrid. If it says heirloom or open pollination, it's something that you can save the seeds from. And then if it doesn't say anything, then you probably can. Beefsteak, doesn't say anything on this. I've always thought that they were a hybrid, but it doesn't say that it is. So I might be able to regrow them next year. But the Roma is definitely an heirloom. Some of them will say heirloom on it, like this Market More cucumber. That's about all that I can think about on seeds. So I'm going to be talking more. I'm going to be starting seeds tomorrow, and I will be going over with you how I do that. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will talk at you later.